Hello, my name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just about to turn 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday for me. So it's a sort of Tuesday, Wednesday change move. We'll see. Let me just share this. So welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other, and we are not financial advisors. So um, there is a full risk disclosure there, and there's a little bit about us as live session traders, but we're trading this relaxed trading method. Oh, you're out in the car, Darren. Okay, cool. I will. Where are we now? I'm going to share a crossover into here. Let's see. Okay, beauty. All right. So we're over on TradingView and the pairs. First, have a look at AUD CAD. The old CAD's taken a bit of a beating. So we've got tariffs, I think, that have come in place. US tariffs, again, well, I think it's against most of the world, actually, but particularly against Canada, Mexico, and China. There are a big whack going on there. So we'll just see what sort of response is. I think that the share market hasn't liked it very much at all. Anyway, rightio, AUD CAD. Now it's still going from this long, pushed up, down, hasn't broken the low, it's pushing back up again, right? Now, if you were in this from this long, then that's great. This is one where Darren, we looked at that sort of 3/4 and then pull back. So I'm going to leave this on here and see whether it actually is some sort of a pullback from, or whether it continues or not. So just a trial. No trade that I've taken in it. But we'll just see. Rightio. Welcome, Tom. Okay, AUD the Aussie dollar has. So this example here, if I had taken this trade, this would have been, a double win from a 3/4. And that's
I
like,
caught that.
yeah, you would. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Swiss franc's like really strong at this point, which is good. And just looking at, these 3/4 now, very rarely does relatively rarely does the CHFs come out of the rail, but it has there. So anyway, there's an example, Darren, of a 3/4 out and then drop off.
Yep.
That's okay. You don't have to answer. I know you're driving the car and stuff. That's all right.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah. No, I saw that, Brian.
Yeah. So you and I didn't take that. I could have taken that trade, but it's the same sort of thing as AUD CAD. It's just doing a pullback, but whether that comes off or not from a 3/4, we'll see. All right, AUD JPY. Well out of the rail now. It did make from there to 3/4. That's okay, and then came back. So we're just waiting here for this to potentially do a push back up. But I think, as Tom had said, he felt it was going to take out this wick down here a bit. It seems to be pushing down nicely at the moment. So the only one, the CAD's in these three pairs, CAD's the only one that's pushing up from AUD. The other AUDs are just dropping off the cliff. Right, AUD NZD selling out as well. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a red, green, red sort of thing. Nothing really worth looking at on this one. It's been all over the shop. All right, AUD Singapore. Wow. Look at that as well. There's another one, 3/4 out. Back down to here. Well, it went to the outside anyway. That would have been 2.5. So there's another example, Darren, another one. Not all of them will come off, but
just keep seeing them all the time now, don't we?
yeah, well, and we see ones that come back out of them
No, they
too.
won't.
So as I said, we'll see what that AUD CAD does. Okay, AUD USD. They come off roll over short. It really, I should have been in the sell on that one.
I am in the sell on that one.
Yeah. Well done, Tom. Yeah, it's moving. It's now sort of going a bit sideways at the moment because of the US, these tariff things that are sort of playing around with the whole market at the moment. See, we'll just see how expensive life gets in the US, Tom.
Well, that's going to get expensive for everybody.
But not, Tom, not if you create your own stuff in your own country.
No, I realize that, but but most countries are responding with an equal tariff to their own country as a counter to him.
Yeah, true.
So it's going to feel the global impact going to be felt.
Yeah,
To the
you're
extent
right.
of each country, what the depth is may be different, but everybody's going to feel it.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, you're right.
Trade
Yeah.
wars don't work. That's the thing. History has shown that.
No, you're right, Darren. It
Right,
hasn't.
exactly.
The Great Depression, the late 20s, 30s, whatever that was.
Yeah.
It's widely considered now that tariffs started by the US, to protect US, resulted in a trade war, prolonged the Great Depression.
Yep.
For more years than it should have done.
And it created a lot of rich people.
Well,
All right, AUD USD. That would have been, and again, it's sort of like a 3/4 in a way. If trend bar changed and you took the trade somewhere in there, and even if you put your stop loss up there somewhere, even currently it's 1.5%. And I'm being sort of late with entry, mine anyway. But yeah, weird. We'll see if it continues or not. Right, that's all the AUDs. The only one that's sort of, well, AUD USD is sort of like sitting, not really pushing back. It's only AUD CAD that's got that push back up. Everything else has fallen off the cliff. All right, CAD CHF. Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh, look at that. What a beautiful trade. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, lovely. Well done. Again, here's a 3/4. Sure, change the trend bar there. Maybe get in somewhere there. Stop there. All the way to the rail. 3%, Aaron. We're now waiting for this to turn.
Yeah.
At some
Yeah.
point. But
I think this sort of 3/4 to 3/4 idea probably really suits. I know that was a bit of an extreme move, but
yeah,
it probably suits these pairs that struggle to make it to the outside of the rails. You know, like the CHF pairs all do it, don't they?
They all do it. Yeah.
They tend to stay within the outer rails and just go from sort of 3/4 to 3/4 a lot of the time.
Well, this is, as you said, this is a bit extreme though. It's
Yeah.
obviously something at the moment. So, yeah, well, there's some good trades that Tom's taking that he keeps shoving down our throat.
Oh, not at all.
No, I don't mean that.
No, not at all.
We're still just joining the party, Tom. Just observations, that's all. Okay, KJPY. Same, pushing out. Now, this probably didn't make the 3/4. I don't know. It depends on where the rails are, but it did from that point. Anyway, this is probably less of a of an option as such. But even again, trend bar change, but you wouldn't know whether it would pull back up or not. So, but we're waiting and looking here for the CAD to maybe gain strength and push itself back up, but it just seems to be in this downtrend at the moment. Right, CHF and JPY. This one has pushed back up. I'm in this trade for the buy, even though it is in a downtrend. And we've got, where is it? There. You've got a red to green to red. So it's not in a good state at the moment. But then again, it has pushed up. We'll just see. I mean, I got into it over here somewhere. So I'm not in any positive situation at the moment. It's still in drawdown. Whether it comes back and knocks me out, it's another thing. But I'm in two trade from this one. The JPYs, Darren, have been a bit. They're just not. There's no momentum in them at all to come back, and it's been such a sort of significant push down. You'd feel it would be a pull back up. Well, typically there would be, but anyway,
I do think in the much sort of longer term, I think the trend's changed now. The JPY, hasn't it?
We'll see. We'll see, Darren. But then again, I mean, yeah. So I got knocked out of UJ, SJ, EJ, all those sort of in that situation. But that's okay. I mean, I think as you said before, there's a situation where it will turn. It's just how many times do you commit where, as you said, might get knocked out and then you might get knocked out again. And then the third time it just takes off. So at what point?
I know. I suppose you've just got to, well, I don't know. I mean, it happened to me last year. I was trying to sell it from the top and kept stopping me out.
And then it dropped off like a stone.
Eventually, I thought, right, well, I'm not taking it again. Let's just leave it, and then down it went.
Yeah. Yes, it's one of those things. Well, yeah, I think I've said this plenty of times. This is very much a mechanical way of trading.
Yeah.
It's got, emotion, and seeing what's happening is sort of like out of it. It's just if it fulfills those criteria. And that's what I'm trying to do. Take the ones that are obvious in relation to, outside the rails and that. But anyway, that's where CHF JPY is. Euros, Euro AUD. Oh, push right out now. Okay. Look at that.
I'm up 4% on this one.
Mm. So our Prime Minister, he's about to call an election, but our Prime Minister is now sort of like, oh yes, we're we could join the what is it, the group of the willing, or what's it called, the coalition of the willing. We'll see.
Well, JD Vance has opened his big mouth again today, hasn't he? He's made
Oh,
he made some comment about some random, really sort of ridiculing this idea of these coalition countries having putting troops on the ground, saying some describing them as some random countries, which has caused great offence in the UK. I can tell you.
wow.
On the basis the UK has stood with the US he said some random countries who haven't been in a war for 40 years. So you can imagine that went down like a lead balloon in the UK. On the basis every single war that the US has entered, Britain has joined with them. Iraq, Afghanistan, it really is like having Dumb and Dumber in running the US at the moment, isn't it? Trump and Vance, it really is.
Yeah.
It's an absolute shit show.
I think it's becoming obvious that this whole we'll withdraw aid, military aid to Ukraine is a tactic to try and force Ukraine back to dealing with giving US what they want. Like what? Just a bully. It's total bully tactics.
It's worked, hasn't it? It's worked. He's now announced that. Well, Zelensky's now announced that he's ready to sign the minerals deal.
Oh, I didn't see
with the US.
Yeah. Yeah, Zelensky's now come out and said he's prepared to sign the minerals deal with the US. So it's worked. The tactics worked, but it is.
Yeah, but that doesn't
really.
mean that doesn't mean that they'll reinstate any military aid, though. It's like it's not.
But he's not once criticised Putin, has he?
Nope.
Not once in all this. It's quite bizarre, really. It really is. Not once, not one word of criticism. It's as though the whole thing is entirely Ukraine's doing. It's all Ukraine's fault now, and they're the ones to blame for everything.
I don't know why. I don't know why they don't. He doesn't sort of make a minerals deal with Europe and then just cut the US out.
It is like some kind of parallel universe seems to be operated in. Different to the real world, just.
Yeah. No, we'll see what this euro does and whether we'll get a change. It's seriously sort of engulfing and pushing up, and as we're saying. But anyway, that's your AUD at the moment. I'm just waiting for a turn bar, all that sort of stuff. But at the moment, it's just pushing up. But it's quite a serious push up. There's just green all the way up. So that can't go forever. Right, Euro CAD. Again, Euro pretty well, rocketing up out of the rails. I mean, they can't live out there for for very long.
I'm at 3.67 on this one.
Yeah. Good. Well done, Tom. All these euros. Euro CHF's a bit of a different animal though. Yeah, just in that middle. That's really nothing. That's sort of been a while, a bit of a no trade, from my perspective anyway. Euro GBP. All right. Now this hasn't made that 3/4. We've gone green on the trend bar. Now I don't know. Just this is a situation where at 3/4 we could get into a long at this point, somewhere here even. Look at that as a maybe there, and then look at 3/4 up there. We'll just see. But that is a trade that potentially depends. I'm looking at some of the other euros, but euro has strengthened up, even though the pound, and we'll go see what the pound's doing further too. But this still may drop off to the rail, and you can see there where it sort of went green for a bit and then red again. So at the moment, I'm not totally convinced. We'll see what the next candle is. All right, Euro JPY. I'm in this with 2 trades. I'm pretty sure it's back. I'm down below somewhere here because we did this direction change. So see where it's gone red, green, it's back red again, even. So we'll just see what happens. I've got a green triangle there. We've got to push back out. We'll see what it does, whether it pushes up to 3/4 or not. Euro NZD, just like the Euro AUD, well out of the rail. There's some setting up for a nice, Tom's got that. Darren and I, we're looking at this push back down again.
No, I'm not in this one yet.
Are you not? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of pairs well outside the X48 now, aren't there? So
Yeah.
there
are quite a few.
I think we're going to get the next wave of trades coming up in the next. Well, who knows exactly, but certainly coming soon, I think.
Coming soon to a chart near you.
Yeah, the next wave, indeed. The dollar needs to find some strength from somewhere, first of all, doesn't it? But
which US dollar?
yeah.
Oh, we'll see what happens. Look at Euro Singapore. Look at that. That is just like chugging. You see how it sort of like just hasn't done a lot here. This is dramatic. Something's happening in Europe or something, some craziness at the moment.
So which one's that? Euro Singapore.
Euro Singapore, yeah, like just charged off.
Well, I think the pound and the euro have been spurred tariffs at the moment, haven't they? So is it because of that? So
Are they spared?
Yeah, we've not got the tariffs yet, have we? So
we'll see. Yeah, I think I don't know if they're making a decision on Australia about, because it's not all tariffs, which that's what Canada and but I think it's for us here, it's aluminium and steel or aluminum. Aluminium and steel is the thing he reckons he'll whack on us. We'll see. But you're right. I don't know whether it's because of the tariffs or because of what's happening in Ukraine. This could be, the military industry. We'll see. Yeah, got that one. Okay, Euro USD. Again, Euro pushed up. But this is opposite to here. See the 3/4 push down back up again? This would not have been a positive trade on that one. That one's a dud. This is now pushing up. Oh, what happening here? As you said, there's quite a few for last month or so. There's been really nothing near the X48, and now all of a sudden it's We've got crazy people opening their mouth and creating a little bit of movement. Yeah, we'll just see whether that makes it to the outside rail. All right, GA still pushing up. Well out of the rail. No turn yet. GCAD. Poor. Now, how much further out of the rail can you go?
Yeah.
You know, some real engulfing candles, just big pushes. Okay. GBP CHF, that's, just basically mulling around in that middle. Get that. GJ, I'm still in 2 trades here. Took them over there. I'm still in a little bit of drawdown, but it is the moment we've still got a green triangle there from where I took the trades, but we'll see. It is in a downtrend, so whether it will push up, if it makes it 3/4, that would be nice, but we'll see. Right, GBP NZD, just like the GA. Well outside the rail as well, waiting for a change.
I'm up
GBP
3% on that one.
On GN?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of winners here, eh? GBP and Singapore. You're out of that one, Darren. That one's good. That's getting ready to, at some point, we'll get it push up, whatever. And then a drop back out. Just gotta wait for it. That was textbook though, Darren. Absolute
Yeah.
textbook from one side to the other and 3/4, 2 trades. Thank you very much. Beautiful. And GU was a very similar, sort of the same situation.
Yeah.
They were both, yeah. So we're just waiting now for the turns for the sellout on those ones. NZD CAD. Again, this would be potentially a loser on this. This was 3/4 and pushing down, back up. So we'll wait to make sure it would stop. But that again would be a loser. There's the second loser in this sort of 3/4 type situation. At the moment, it's not, we're still slightly in. It's whether it'll break that top or not. Okay, into DCHF. Wow. This is a good. Now this one is is definitely a winner off the 3/4.
Doing that one too.
If you make it 3% on one and you lose a percent off another, what's it matter? Yeah. You got that one, Tom?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. See, these are ones I put these on back here. And they've, anyway. NZD-JPY. Yeah, there was a triangle. It went up, stopped me out, and just kept pushing down.
I got that one too.
Yeah. So we'll see at what point we get that pushing back up again. But yeah, it never made 3/4 and it just cut me out of 2 trades on that one. NZD USD. That's interesting. 3/4, got a short change of trend bar, down it went. It has got a couple of pullbacks here, but we'll see. It did make it though to the 3/4 and 2%. So I mean, I suppose I could just say, oh, I'll get that. That is a profitable trade, but we'll leave it there at the moment to see whether it will go to the rail or not.
I'm in this too.
4.
So.
Okay. So you reckon it'll continue to sell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it will too, but a bit of a pullback at the moment. Singapore Japanese yen, it's outside the rail again. I mean, I lost, as I said, I lost 2 trades on this as it pushed up, didn't make 3/4 and came back again. Maybe these JPYs need to be a halfway. We'll see. Anyway, we do have a couple of green triangles, and at some point we get a trend bar change, hopefully. UCAD is the one where I basically got 3/4 and the full trade, so that worked out very nicely.
I'm up on this one as well for almost 3%.
For the buy, yeah. I can't remember what I did. I've got 2 trades. I can't remember the percentage on it. But for Darren, he wouldn't have taken it under the old rules because it never came outside the rail.
No.
So, but anyway, that was a nice 2 trade proposal. So, USD CHF. I would have been
That's
a
a
loss.
good one.
That would have been a loss, right? From that 3/4 up to where it changed to green. And maybe these ones need to have, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe they need to have longs or shorts on them. But that would have been a dud. A loss on that for the 3/4 job. Now it's outside the rail. Yeah, you're in the sell on this one. Lovely.
Yeah, I had a sell under the old rules, which has just made it finally got there. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was in the chat. Yeah, you got your TP.
Yeah.
Well done.
But under the new rules, it would have been a double loss from the
Yeah.
top there. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. All right. I suppose. Yeah, we would have lost out on it, but anyway, I'm looking for it to push back up at some point. UJ, yep, drop off again. We've still got these green triangles, but it doesn't push up very much. It's come back and broken, like the turtle soup job, spike back down to the bottom and then pull back. So it's not time. I mean, I think I said I wasn't taking it even though it had a green trend bar. Now it's gone red again. So it was a good decision not to take that trade. We'll have to see. Yeah. Anyway, all right. USD and Singapore. I'm in this for the buy. We will see. I think Singapore is on the rocks at the minute, but I've got a double trade and I'm in negative here. It's gone red on the trend bar again. But the point is, it did this, changed the trend bar, did an engulfing, did another candle. I was pretty well on the way, but it never made the 3/4. So we will see what this pullback does, whether we'll get a pushback up or not. Yeah. All right. Now, gold. It's pushed back up again. Here was this option for a sellout, but it hasn't done it. We'll see if it pushes back and breaks. I still reckon it's going up for the 3K. And silver. Same thing, pushing back up again. Let's see what happens there. Bitcoin down to 85. Pushed up, back down again. It's on a bit of a roller coaster, that one. And oil down to 68. Look at it, even went down further. Came to the outside of the rail. That profited out, didn't it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely.
That's it. Done and dusted. That one.
Yeah. Well, if it had been 2 trades, would it
Oh God,
easily?
yeah. Yeah. That would have been very nice with 2 trades. That one.
Mm. Well, there you go.
Two trades and the tighter stop loss. Don't forget. So I'm only going one candle back now with
Oh,
the
that's right.
stop loss.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
Oh, we got US 2000. That's down. US 500. That's way down. Hang on. US Tech. That's off as well. All the stocks. NAS 100. Wow. DXY. Where's that? It's off too. Okay. Oh, for US 30. Yeah, there's a fair bit being wiped off the stock market. Anyway,
That was
right.
that was global stock markets, and that's the tariffs basically.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. So, Tom, do you need me to send any eggs over, or?
No, I'm going to get my own hens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got our own, so. Yeah. Yeah. We probably get about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 dozen a day.
How many hens do you have?
I've got a dozen older ones, but I've got 2 lots of 20. The one lot's 12 months old, and the other lot's only just come into lay now. So yeah, we sell out a few eggs because we also got shortages over here too. Well, not shortages, but shortage. Yeah. Only purely because of the bird flu stuff. Anyway, so hasn't the world gone topsy-turvy, and in a very short period of time as well?
Yeah.
Hasn't taken long.
No.
Mm.
Just
Yeah,
starting
well,
March. We're starting in March.
yeah, no. But Darren, I hope that Zelensky doesn't do the deal with the US. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
me
don't know,
neither.
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, crazy. Or maybe Zelensky will be able to put 25% tariffs on it.
I hope he signs a deal and doesn't keep it.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't that be good?
Give him 10 years in this war and give him 10 years and say, never mind, we're canceling that trade. By the way, we got nukes now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the French have loaned us some.
There was a US soybean producer on our radio earlier. I was just listening when I was driving, and by far the biggest export market is China. So these counter tariffs from China, he said, are going to be absolutely disastrous for soybean.
Yeah.
I didn't realise. That's really big. US is a real big producer, soybeans.
Yeah. He'll have to subsidise now. He'll have to subsidise those farmers, or not, or just let them go broke. Yeah. But don't worry, they'll be able to eat shares in social media, so that'll keep them alive.
Well, we've got Dumb and Dumber in charge now, so
Oh, what do you
so
mean,
it's going to be
Elon?
like,
Where's Elon sit into it?
well, yeah, that's true. 3 of them. I can't think of 3. Yeah, what can we call them?
I mean, all of them. Just point your finger at the West and go, all of them. I mean, really, give me one example of somebody actually qualified for their position that he's put in. One person.
Yeah, that's the point. Disruptors. Anyway. Yeah.
It's not disruptors, it's destroyers. It's being torn down. I mean, like right in front of our faces.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to someone talking about whether the court system will will not let lots of stuff happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, I read that as well.
The last bastion, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, well, gentlemen, that's our pairs for the day. Tom's onto a few. I think, there's a potential to turn for a whole lot pretty soon. We'll see what happens. We'll go
Well,
from
I'm
there.
in very few trades now. This is probably it's not quite rare for me to be. So I think I'm only in a couple of trades now.
I'm in
Personally.
2 Euro JPY, 2 US Singapore, 2 CHF JPY, and 2 GBP JPY.
Yeah.
So really, 1, 2, 3. I'm only in 4 trades with 2 of each.
I'm in 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm normally
I'm
the
up
one who's
9%.
in like 15, 20 trades, but at the moment.
Yeah, but there's been a long spell though, Darren, of things around the middle, and you now things to the outside edge have actually closed out a lot of those trades for you positively. But now we're just sitting waiting for the turn on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Just Tom's jumped in ready for the getting, which is all cool.
Yeah.
This
different
just makes
sort of
it so
strategy.
easy.
I love it. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to seriously look at these three-quarter trades. I think now it's
Yeah, well, I've shown you a few losses though on them.
Yeah.
And a few wins. So it just, I don't know, we just sort of I'll look at a few more aspects of it. I just want to follow it for a little while and see what we can get. But we'll see. Rightio then, gentlemen. I will we've got 34 degrees here today, which is, oh God, what's 34 in? Hang on a minute. I'll try and find it in Fahrenheit. 34. Yes, the Fahrenheit. No, 93.2 Fahrenheit today. So yeah, 34. We'll just get this sort of like autumn last bit of burst. See how we go. All right then. I will I'll see you again hopefully tomorrow in whatever time. We'll see what other things transpire. Anyway, the market will settle it out. Thank you very much for your time.